Okay, these first 6 months, the sector has been absolutely frantic. Everyone is saying the exact opposite because no one really knows what they're talking about, I believe. I often go to conferences and I don't know what is true for one company definitely isn't true for another. And this is obvious, but even using the same systems, companies seem to have extremely different opinions. So this is because again, these systems are inferential; they are not deterministic. So they deeply rely on the training data they're based on, the LLMs are based on. They deeply rely on what they are self-learning through the usage of companies. We are definitely, I think my impression is that throughout 2026, we keep on seeing agentic AI, especially when it comes to replacing humans. We've had for the last 2-3 years monthly rounds of layoffs in the order of tens of thousands, not just from the major tech companies, which are the ones that get more public media coverage, but also from other lots of companies that collectively contribute to these numbers more silently. And I don't think I think it's a very blind strategy for companies. And I think that because as we move onward, the costs are going to rise dramatically, and to the point that it's not going to be financially as beneficial for companies to rely on agentic AI agents rather than humans. And the other bit is that the major risks that agentic AI carries and that companies do not really seem to think about because they're so blinded by all these massive economic savings. You just have to think about this: human can only make one mistake at a time. Agentic AI can make hugely higher number of mistakes at once. And when it comes to human, you have systems in place, if you have good governance, for instance, that make bad decisions or wrong decisions to be checked, controlled by someone else. The degree of autonomy that agentic AI, by their own definition, have allows a lot less control. Companies now are developing context layer, semantic layer to kind of partially mitigate this problem. Not the control, but the correctness of their decisions. But the controls of agentic AI system will always be a lot lower than the controls of human work. One issue, and you can think about, just think about a compliance breach. A human can only make one that may cost, I don't know, let's say a 50K fine. An agentic AI system makes the same mistakes in series because there are multiple agents that are running that same process, and I don't know, 15 agents make the same mistake.